Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you 10 London places that you might be pronouncing wrong. When I was a teacher in London, I noticed that my students had problems pronouncing these places. So when we would meet in a cafe in these places, they couldn't pronounce where we were meeting. So I just sort of made a mental note of each one, and I've made a list of 10 for you today. Let's get started. Number 1 is Leicester Square. Leicester Square. Leicester Square. Everyone knows where Leicester Square is. It's very touristy, busy, but can everyone pronounce Leicester Square? I hear people saying Leicester, Leicester, but no, it's Leicester Square. Now remember, if you want a British accent, don't pronounce the R in square, so it's just square. Leicester Square is a very busy, lively part of London. There are lots of theatres. I have been to see the Lion King musical in Leicester Square and it was absolutely amazing. I really recommend it. Number 2 is Marlabone. 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 So, when I first moved to London, I didn't actually know how to pronounce this one. It's really confusing. It looks like it should be Marylebone or Marylebone, but no, Marlabone. So Marlabone is a lovely part of London. I used to teach English in a 5-star hotel there, and I just really enjoyed being in that area. It's very, very beautiful, very traditional, so I recommend visiting if you go to London. Number 3 is Fulham. 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 So something you might not know is that places ending in HAM or ham are actually usually pronounced as So it's not Fulham, no, it's Fulham. Fulham. Now, Fulham is a beautiful part of London, probably one of my favourite parts. Despite being really next to the hustle and bustle of London, it's actually really peaceful, quiet and pretty, and that's probably why it's one of the most expensive parts to rent in. Number 4 is the River Thames. The River Thames. The River Thames. Now, I hear people saying Thames and Thames, but actually the H is silent, so it's Thames. I love getting off at Waterloo Station and walking down to the Thames and just wandering along the South Bank. The atmosphere is so amazing, especially at Christmas time. Number 5 is Bara Market. Bara Market. Bara Market. So this is very difficult to pronounce. It has so many vowels. How do you even know where to start with pronouncing this word? So Bara, Bara, 2 syllables. And Bara Market is absolutely amazing. It's like a network of passages and lanes with so many independent cafes, restaurants and bars. So I really recommend visiting Bara Market. Number 6 is King's Cross St Pancras. King's Cross St Pancras. King's Cross St Pancras. Now, when I was first living in London, I was pronouncing this as King's Cross St Pancreas. A pancreas is a human organ, and yeah, for a long time I was pronouncing it like this and no one was correcting me. So I worked out that it's actually pancreas. So King's Cross St Pancras. I love this area because it has the British Library, and yeah, quite often I go there and just hide away in a corner with a cup of tea and a really good book to escape the madness of London for an hour. Number 7 is Walthamstow. 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 Now this is not such a well-known place in London, but it's becoming more popular because it's quite cheap to rent. So my boyfriend has a friend who lives in Walthamstow, and there are more and more independent cafes and bars as the place gets more popular and more in demand. So Walthamstow. Number 8 is Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction. So this is another example of a word that ends with H-A-M or ham, which is pronounced, if you remember, as So it's Clapham Junction, not Clapham Junction. I used to live in Clapham Junction, and even though it's a very great station, I think it has like 24 platforms, it's one of the biggest stations in Europe, it just doesn't really have any soul, so I don't really recommend going there, sorry. Number 9 is Greenwich. 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 So with this word we need to take away one of the E's and we need to take away the W so that it should be pronounced as Greenwich. Greenwich. So Greenwich is a lovely area. It has a great market. It has a lot of international street food. It's right by the river and it just has such a great buzz. I really recommend it. Number 10 is Southwick. 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 Now, I think this is actually the most difficult one to pronounce because it's just so confusing. I hear people saying Southwark, Southwark, but no, it's Southwick, Southwick. Now, Southwick is a lovely area of London. It has a really great cathedral with a lot of history, and it's right next to Bara Market, so it's a lovely area to explore. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, especially if maybe you're planning to go to London soon. Now you can pronounce the most difficult stations and places. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.